Welcome to the session of the Todo project, Todo web application by using the Mongo Express View and Node. So today I will add the route or the API of get all to-dos. So let's start. First I will add the to-do schema and then I will export the to-do model. So, so in the to-do model, I will first require the Mongoose. So here I use the mongoose.schema. So schema is a blueprint that defines the structure and shape of documents within a MongoDB collection. So the key concepts of this schema is basically the schema definition, data validation, and default values, relationships, those things. So this actually enables you to work with the MongoDB and helping with maintaining data consistency and and other and it basically the fundamental components of the define the structure. Next, we have the Mongoose model. So Mongoose model is a method that allows you to create and compile a model based on defined schema. A model represents a specific collection in your MongoDB database and provide an interface for querying, creating, updating, and deleting document in that collection. Next, I will create the to-do repository where our query will be there. So let's start. In the repository, we have the to-do repository. So here I am requiring the to-do model. I am querying the database to get all the to-dos, and I am returning if there is any error. I am throwing the API error. So we have the API error here, which takes the name, status code, description, and each operational is by default too. So name is here the API error, and status code is the 500, and message is the unable to find to-dos. Next, I will create the service. Service is basically contains the business logic and they interact with the repository. So, here to return the to-dos, I will use a helper function. So declares the helper function in the utils. I will create a file index.js. Next, I will add the routes. So basically, the this API endpoints or the routes, it's routing the incoming HTTP request to the appropriate services. Then create. So we have the routes file to do api.js. So I will add here. So here I am defining the gates route where it's calling the service and fetching all the to-dos and then return the response. And if anything error happens, it's passing the error to the next middleware. If you see our app.js, our next middleware, we have the error handling middleware. It will pass the error to the error handling middleware. It will show you the appropriate error message. So I will test it. First take a look app.js. We have this route. We don't need this, so I am removing it. Let's take a look the server. Server is running. Okay. Okay, so let's open the rest.html file and here it will be the to-dos plus to-do and it cannot get to-do. So take a look the to-do api.js, to-do api.js and we have the slash route. It will be to-dos. Now if I send request, you can see we don't have uh, anything in the to-dos collection. That's why it's there is no collection, so it's returning empty array. So if I have a seed data, so I will import it in the text of to-do.json. Okay, I am importing. It should now return me one. So you can see it's giving me this object of the to-dos. So that's all for this session. In the next session, we'll see how we can add the rest of the routes like create to do, get to do by ID, update to do, and the delete to do. Okay, thank you.